This video is made possible by Patreon. Patreon, the place I forget to create exclusive content for.
Oh! Man, this girl's hot!
Ah, but she's younger than me.
Ryuji! No way! She's the same age as me? She looks like my dad's friend.
Get back to work.
Why don't we take a break? It's no surprise our concentration is waning. Even if it's only the female students, there are easily hundreds of them.
They're all starting to look the same to me.
Think we can really find her? Someone sure is confident.
This girl!
Haru Okumura.
Okumura? Wasn't the beauty thief like this too? Especially the fluffy hair.
That's gotta be her.
It would also explain how she got past the door's biometric reader. This may be worth looking into.
But why was she at the palace?
We could just make her spill the beans herself.
She may have already gone home for the day, so let's try tomorrow. I'm gonna lock up. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Come on! Move! Would you happen to be interested in gardening? Really? In that case, if you could help me unload this? Boys sure are strong. Thank you. You're a second year, aren't you? That makes me just a tad older. Have we met somewhere before? Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm...
Haru Okumura, correct? The only daughter of Kunikazu Okumura, CEO of Okumura Foods. Care to explain why you were inside your father's palace?
Oh, so that's where we met. Wow, you figured it out in just a day. You looked really good in that biker gang outfit.
Let's not talk about that. So, why did you become a phantom thief?
My father's highly regarded as a manager, but I had various doubts about him. Things have grown quite serious lately. That's why I want to make amends, even though it may only be for my own satisfaction. But I wonder if this is just running from the problem.
Where did you meet Morgana?
It was pure coincidence. I found a lonely-looking cat in front of our office building.
And that was Morgana?
And when I followed him, I ended up in the metaverse. There's no way for me to change my father's company. But if I became a phantom thief, I thought I'd at least be able to change him.
Isn't there any way we can work together?
I can't cooperate with people who don't know what they want to do. What you're doing is unnecessarily causing a stir among the public. Besides, the phantom thieves who should be helping the weak are not helping their own teammate. I just want my father to atone for his crimes, and help Mona-chan, who gave me a chance to do just that.
But aren't our objectives the same? It'd be better if we work...
No, thank you. I will do this with Mona-chan and him alone.
She hit quite a sore spot. We don't know what we want to do, huh? It seems getting her cooperation won't be possible. Let's consult with the others on our next move. We shouldn't ignore Morgana either.
I'm home, Father.
Drive them away. That's right. Make it a priority. I finally get a foothold into politics, and this happens. Phantom thieves? Huh. Did the media ask you anything?
No, not at all. What's this about Phantom Thieves?
It seems I'm ranked first on the forum of these so-called Phantom Thieves.
Is it because of the news coverage?
It's jealousy of the successful. Nothing but the barks at the masses who lack the resolve to sacrifice what's needed for their well-being. Both the young and the old are overjoyed with some foolish idols. This country has no future.
What if they do exist? What if these Phantom Thieves really can steal hearts?
Are you still having doubts about me?
No.
More importantly, I hope things are going well with that young man.
Yes, Father.
Very well then. He may not seem like it, but he's still the son of an influential politician. Be cordial with him. He'll eventually become a necessary connection for this company. Or rather, for me.
I understand. I will do the best I can.
Good. That's how a daughter of Okumura should be.
Where have you been searching all along, confessing while alone without the clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter. Masquerade, hiding both face and mind.
I can't believe it!
Hi, everyone. Let's hear it.
This is it.
Good.
You're going to apologize when Mona comes, all right?
I know already. And why are you just saying that to me?
We need to be wary of the beauty thief, too.
So we're doing a stakeout here.
You'd better be ready for the long haul.
Ain't he gonna show up today? I mean, what time is it now?
Hold that thought.
You guys are seriously slacking off way too much. Do you have business with us?
Aren't you fulfilling the requests on the Phantom Aficionado website? Even leaving comments? It'd be best if you don't accept them so recklessly.
The police would track you down in no time. If that were to happen, we'd be caught up in it as well.
That's not what I intended. But that would be my fault. I'm actually not that great with machines. I'm truly sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
They're telling us for our sake. We should be thanking them.
Won't you please put what happened behind us?
So I'm the one you're here for? You guys need me after all? Is that it?
Really?
Ryuji! We're sorry too, Morgana. We weren't taking your feelings into consideration at all.
Lady on. Everyone, shouldn't you be using code names?
Ryuji didn't really mean what he said, you know? He wants to apologize.
Well, it's like... It was my bad too. I mean, I don't mind if you're not human or if you're useless.
What a douche.
On setup was completely ruined.
Oh, is that right? So I am just some useless cat to you guys. You're so full of yourselves, but do you have the skills to back that up? Try and catch me then! Get in, beauty thief! If you can't do this, don't count on me ever coming back.
There they go.
Did he even think about how long he made us wait? Fine, we'll do this!
Jeez, this isn't what we came here to do.
All right.
Piece of cake. I'm okay. Hey.
Okay.
Hey!
You gotta hear us out, Morgana.
There's nothing I have to talk to you about.
Come on, there's no need to keep being so stubborn.
I can't just give in like this. I have my pride to protect. What's that over there?
Huh?
Shoot.
It seems we've fallen for the oldest trick in the book.
Those two.
It'll never end at this rate. What do we do now? I don't hear the sound of his engine at all. Could they have left mementos?
Her lack of vehicle puts us at a severe disadvantage. We should probably just head home for today.
Damn it! Freaking Morgana!
Serves them right. Are you sure that was what you wanted? Of course it was.
You made me look everywhere for you. What were you doing somewhere without any reception? Out late with guys, that's it, isn't it?
I would never do such a thing.
Come on, let me have some fun too, will ya? Can't you do that for me?
Haru! You little... Let go of Haru! Ah!
What the? Goddamn cat!
Mona-chan! Damn it. I am useless. Someone... Anyone... Is anybody out there?
Will you shut up, you stupid cat? Damn that Morgana! He is so getting it the next time we run into him.
Buddy... Was that Mona's voice?
Hey, over there! That doesn't seem right to me.
Please! Let go! Okumura-san! Mona!
The hell are you doing to our friend? Sorry about the disturbance. It's just a lover's quarrel with my fiancée.
What? But she's clearly fighting you.
How dare you make a fool of me? I'll be telling your father about this too. I won't forget your faces.
Are you okay? I'm fine, but Mona-chan... This is nothing.
Was that person really your fiancé?
Whoa, so you're engaged then? That didn't seem like an ordinary fight, though. Shouldn't you talk to your parents about it?
I think it'd be useless. I'll just be told to beg for his forgiveness, even if it means groveling on the ground.
It seems she has her reasons.
I'll, apologize about what happened earlier. So... Would you let Haru rest for a while?
Of course. We'll take her to your place, yeah?
Thanks. I'm sorry. I fell asleep.
Did you get enough rest?
Mona-chan? Anyway, it's just as I told you a moment ago. I can't have you guys risk your lives anymore for someone useless like me. To be frank, there's no assurance that I'll turn back into a human either. This can't be called a fair deal. That's why I think we should split up.
Who said we're acting as phantom thieves for your sake? I'm doing it to expand my own horizons.
No need to tiptoe around the situation. We're splitting up. You should stop lying. Do you remember what you said to me when I found you collapsed in the metaverse? That you're a phantom thief. That you're going to get stronger and have the others acknowledge you. You love being here, don't you? Of course not. I was lying to myself too. But when I formed a contract with my persona, I understood it all. Doing this because my father is doing something horrible was nothing but a superficial reason. The truth is, I
Don't want to get married, right?
thought that since an adult with responsibilities made the decision, it couldn't be wrong. I was such a fool, tied down by vague notions, and stayed quiet as my marriage partner was chosen. But I won't tolerate this anymore. I can't stand that creep! That's how I truly feel.
Why are you looking at me all of a sudden?
Mona-chan, why is it that you always talked about becoming human again?
That's... At first, I only thought of this team as a temporary dwelling until I regained my memories. But I wasn't making any progress on finding out what I am or why I was born.
Morgana.
I wanted a reason of my own. A reason to stay with the Phantom Thieves. I don't have anyone I want to save or get revenge on. Someone like me has no reason to stay here. That's why, to me, this team is... Come on, say it. You can do it. It's the only place I can belong. I want to stay here forever.
That was refreshingly honest.
You should have just said so from the start, jeez.
If you stick with me, there's no telling what kind of trouble will come up. You better be sure about this.
It's a little late for all that, don't you think? Of course we want to stay with you too.
Well, I'm sorry I worried you guys. This is where I belong. My mind's all set. I'll make sure to work hard to pay my dues. It's too late to cancel our deal, got it? We're reforming our give and take deal.
All right.
Well, in the end, wouldn't you say that your encounter with us was destiny?
That's right. Encounter. Hmm?
Oh crap, the last train's coming up!
I must go as well.
Let's continue this another time.
Stay at our place. I'll arrange it. See you all tomorrow.
I'm gonna sleep. I'm exhausted. Man, this place is as drab as always. Hey! Can I talk?
Where have you been? Been searching all along.
Hey, what's going on here? You brought over another girl? That's not what I meant. Anyway, don't break her heart, all right? So, you found our cat and even took care of it.
Oh, it wasn't a bother or anything.
I'm the one who took care of you, though.
What's up? You seem happy.
It's been a while since I've had a meal with so many people.
Make sure you go home today before it gets too late, okay? I'm sure your parents are worried.
It's fine if you don't want to go home either, you know.
No, I'll go home. If my father suspects something, it'll be more difficult to change his heart, wouldn't it? I'll contact you again, so... Oh, right! Can we exchange contact info?
Will you be okay on your own? If you need, I can go with you.
You belong here, don't you, Mona-chan?
Well, yeah.
The matter's been settled. You'll be welcomed into his household.
Excuse me?
You won't officially be registered yet, but isn't that how things are with young people these days? Go prove your sincerity to him. You can do that, can't you?
So, I'm not even allowed to decide where I will live, am I?
Not only do you come home late, you even stayed out overnight without permission. I thought I had been clear about the friends you choose.
Father, they're not like...
I have my hands full right now with the company. Don't cause any more trouble for me. Hello. Yes, it's fine. Go on.
Hello? I need to discuss something with everyone. Can we all meet?
Haru. What could be wrong? I wonder why she wants to talk to us.
That's horrible. It's that same fiancé guy, right? You know what's going to happen.
Based on what Haru just told us, she'll be taken to his house on October 11th. That means our deadline is the 10th.
But if we trigger a change of heart in your father, he'll definitely be taken by the police. The label of a criminal's daughter will forever stick with you. Your current living situation may change as well.
If I accept a happiness based on the misfortune of others, I'll be no better than my father. And to be honest, I've actually left a request on the Phantom Aficionado website before.
She did so around the time we were mulling over who to target next.
But the Phantom Thieves didn't make a move. That's when I met Mona-chan. I thought it was fate. I made my decision then. If the Phantom Thieves wouldn't act, I'd do it myself.
The mental shutdowns, treasure, and finally, the change of heart. Our interests have come together.
Would you cooperate with us now?
Of course! I should be the one cordially asking to be allowed on the team.
From here on, we may be going up against the culprit behind those mental shutdown occurrences. This will be different from our training in Mementos. You better brace yourselves.
You're suddenly lecturing us?
You're too naive. Haru's barely a hair better than an amateur. She's awakened to her powers, but it's weak. Even her persona's lacking a solid form at the moment.
Weak? Really?
She can transform at the very least, but to be frank, she may slow us down. A lot.
I'm sorry for causing such trouble.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's actually convenient for us to target that CEO. Check out this news blog.
There's a lot of negative comments in regard to the Phantom Thieves. The names of obvious criminals have come up, so why haven't the Phantom Thieves acted yet?
The way they're getting heated is on a different level.
Don't forget about the intel on the mental shutdown cases, all right?
Of course! We'll get them both.
October, 10th, was it? We're gonna change Okumura's heart by then.
Okay. Why did I do that? No, Dan. Or should I say Jay? No, I'm kidding. Hope you're having a good
We
time,
arrived safely.
Dan. I saw that you bought 2 games.
Oh no! There's a powerful-looking shadow.
I have something.
Oh, a safe room.
What one? A
What do you wanna
Avengers
do?
and
Take a
the
break?
other and another one.
Show me your
DXC.
true form.
Well, I hope you.
The opponent is strong.
Oh,
Don't
I
do
want this
anything
guy,
reckless.
but I can't catch him because I'm not high enough level. I know that he reflects 2 of them. I don't remember what his weakness is. I think his weakness is either nuclear or psychic. Don't think it's electric.
Not bad. Let's go.
That was fine.
Go down.
It was not that.
Get ready.
Yeah, I forgot. Can you turn on the game audio? Yeah. Sorry. That's bad. That's even worse. That's even worse. Okay.
Strong and immune to physical strikes? Brute force won't work.
What can I do here in this situation? Please work. That was not its weakness. Unicorn. Yeah, Unicorn won't help out in this situation.
You sure showed me.
Serves you right.
Yeah, I can't catch it, so just try and beat it. Yeah, I need to hit it with a okay, thank God, because they're about to do a physical. Never mind, the physical still happens. It still happens. Okay, I need to help my team out immediately. Well, no, I could land a technical hit.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
I might be able to kill it. I hope I kill it. Embrace your inner Geralt and Jennifer. I'm not using the unicorn like that, I'll tell you that much.
Show them some real power. Let her rip. I'm running on empty, man.
Behold, a saucy, zesty masterpiece.
Ain't nothing better than this. Get out, dumbass! Here you go, my treat.
You just need to use the horn. Hey, we're not using anything of that unicorn.
Good work, everyone.
I know where that unicorn's been, and I don't want any second-hand stains touching me. And I don't want first-hand stains touching me either, but second-hand stains sound pretty bad as well.
Nice work.
No, I do not want some Geralt spunk. Also, to be honest, wouldn't his spunk be like radioactive or some shit? Like you don't want to use oh god.
I'm so glad.
Very concerned about you, Dan. We might end up getting closer to... We might end up getting a Chief Director ID eventually if we keep going for the higher ranks. Agreed. Let's go about this one step at a time. And if you're feeling tired, be sure to stop at a safe room, Joker. Now we've got 2 blue ones here.
Oh.
Hey, are those 2 news do give an orders to the other robots? You think that one of them might be the director of this, the section chief? Pulling the section chief. I'm sensing something big further down. This one's got to be the chief director. Ideally, we would have secured the ID of the highest ranking one here. Yes, we can't reach the chief director with the ID that we have now. Then let's just beat one of them up and swipe what we can. Hold up. The reading's not super clear, but I'm pretty sure only one of them is a section chief. So only one of them has our key. What's the plan? Shall we simply crush both of them? There's no need to waste that energy like that. If we can talk to each one and compare what they have to say compared to the intel we have in hand, then yeah. Okay. You said the child comment first. I don't recall it. What are you doing? Get back to useless employees.
Yes.
I think this is the one. We're in human resources. Hurry up and state your business. I don't have time to speak with worthless employees. I want to see the section. You have some nerve making demands of your superior. Yeah, it's called me useless again. I think this is Nagai.
Yes.
I think this is it.
Yeah.
Anal or wait, what? I subbed that audio clip. Okay. Pushing him and fucking him. Or anal or yeah, I don't remember. Okay. Sexually with your chief. Oh, and the chief. If you can't even call him that, he can't do a single thing right. Well, it sounds like he's got some beef with the chief. But okay, if you play him right, you might dish out some useful details. All he's got is his rank. He walks around all high and mighty, but he's not all that. He doesn't even have a clue that I know his weakness. Wow, that's impressive. I know, I'm glad you agree. You want to hear it? This is huge. Psycho. Okay, psycho and that word. I don't think he has any more useful dirt, so let's mop up the floor with him real quick.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay. Their weakness is wind, so I will not be using that. I think his weakness is wind as well. But that's, oh wait, I didn't heal Morgana. I'm stupid, I didn't heal anyone. I completely forgot to heal people. Wow. Aren't I just great in this game? Okay, I have that. You know what? No, I will give you a high five. You can do that. VR porn opinion? Not really touched us yet. Not really touched it. I had a peek at it out of curiosity. Didn't do much for me. It's trash, not gonna lie. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me.
What a skill.
Medium to all foes. Yeah. It's an ID. This should get us through the gates.
Oh,
So that was the one for the section chief or something. Why can't the big boss just come to us?
It's somewhere.
Aye. Done here. Oh, that's nothing. You need more points rewards. I know. I'll do it over time. That worked out. I should probably go to the locked door because I'm pretty sure this is the door I came through.
I'm so glad.
We got to be close to the end, right? Chief director is usually right above the section chief. Don't forget to be conscious of your condition. If you're feeling tired, go to a safe room. Yeah. Okay. See if this door works as well. No? Okay, never mind. I think the card reader will be on the other side. That's right. I remember now. Hold it, guys. I suggest Hydra. I did have it, but people kept spamming it. I think you were one of the ones who kept spamming it. It was you and Cody, I think. It might not have been. I don't remember. My memory's bad. Probably safe to assume there aren't any high-ranking robots in there. Well, it sounds like there's no point checking it out. Not quite. If we don't have any bosses watching, this might be a good opportunity to get something good. Let's sneak by and listen to their conversation. Ugh.
Focus.
What? Why aren't you working? Shit, we got caught. These guys are trying to slack off. Report them. We got too close. Let's withdraw. If I complain to the chief director, I did not see it in time. So basically, eavesdropping on him. Okay. In that case, there's no domain. That's a smart move.
Hold a moment.
Let's just keep listening to him. The chief director always says he's the best of the best. idea what you're talking about. I don't know. Only closer with everyone now if I collapse. You're useless. You're useless. So, Chief Director loves talking about his past.
It seems.
Okay.
I see.
Okay, so talks about his past and he thinks he's the best of the best. Okay. What are you? What are you? Who are you? What are tiny brats like you doing in here? Are we in the way? Of course, where do you think you are? Its corporation is the best of the best, Okumura Foods. More importantly, who are all of you? How did you get in? Through the front door. Through the front door? So you mean you're not anyone suspicious? Your looks worry me, but it would be a problem if I mistakenly reported you. There's no guarantee it's him, but I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, we'll see if it's him. His weakness is meant to be, this. Yep, that's his weakness. We got the right one. And then... take over. Yep, definitely gonna fight. Since I've already started to fight.
4 enemies on the floor. Looking good, Mona. Beat 'em up.
Oh yeah, Dan, I have a question for you. What do you think of this game's art style? Because I don't know how much of this game you've seen. Oh, and that was delayed Streamlabs. It was 50 minutes into recording, Streamlabs was only just said that I'm live.
This will help me do better.
Serves you right, you bastard. That takes care of that. This guy's got nothing on him now. 1,000 waste. Okay, so I guess it was the wrong one. He said the best of the best now. That was misleading. Anyway, it wasn't too bad on SP, so it wasn't really an issue. Yeah, so it's got to be this one then. I wouldn't pay full price, but it looks good. I love the art style. Awesome. He ain't the best of the best, blah blah blah. Let's talk for a bit. I don't like your tone. Rahahaha. Let's discuss the past. Back when I was young. Okay, this is the guy. This is the guy. Yeah, I would say that this game is worth full price. Like, I really would. But I'm not going to tell you to buy it, you know? I'd say, if you ever have interest in trying the game, definitely try it. It's a must-play game. But if you're not into JRPGs, I understand why you wouldn't just jump towards it. Vaughan, do you really have to keep missing that one guy? Thank you. I'd only pay $45 Australian. That's fair. Or 50. That's fair. It's still a lot of money, but I can understand because it's so expensive for games over there. And it's probably not the kind of game that you usually play, so I can understand it. I can understand that you'd be hesitant to try it. Perfect. We finally found the Chief Director's ID card. This means we can go into the rank door downstairs. Well, let's go check it out. Time to make like a banana and split. The only RPGs I've really played is Witcher 3 and The Wild Hunt. Yeah, 105 for Crash 4. Crash? Do you mean Crash Bandicoot? Because I'm not sure what you mean by Crash. I imagine you mean Crash Bandicoot. Going the right way? Yeah. The new one. There's a new Crash Bandicoot. I have no idea. I've not really played Crash Bandicoot since I played it a lot as a kid. Then I got the remaster on Xbox One. I don't have it anymore. I sold it because I wanted to buy Persona 5. It was 100. Oh. It really is crazy expensive, isn't it? Like, gaming must be a really hefty, what's the word? Hobby to have in Australia. Well, yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4, watch the trailer. I might give the trailer a go. I might check it out later. But I imagine, like, even something like D&D would probably be very expensive in Australia as well. Just because the parts have to be imported.
All right.
Hell yeah, finally! You know, it's a little odd. I thought Okumura would be behind the mental shutdowns, but we haven't found anything even remotely pointing to such a secret so far. Something that important must be deeper in, so let's keep looking. If it sounds like I'm struggling to talk, I'm dehydrated. My tongue actually feels burnt, and I don't know why. D&D is actually pretty cheap. Well, you know, that's good then, you know? I really wouldn't have expected it to be, so I'm glad it is. For a PC, you know, 3,500 top end in a build. Oh, yeah.
Look, that building is where the treasure is. We're not far.
If it's seriously that close, can't we just go from outside? No point going through there.
That might be worth a try.
Can you do the math on this? My PC costs around, I'd say around 2 grand, 2,000 Great British sterling.
Well,
Great British pounds. Pound sterling. Why am I all over the place? British, Great Britain, England. Yeah. What's the conversion? Like 2,000 quid to Australian dollars. Might as well use that.
what are your thoughts? Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh look. Alright, cheers.
I can feel it.
Oh. Oh man, this is gonna be a confusing bit.
I have something.
$3,600. Damn. Yeah, I just went back the way I came, didn't I? Or did I? I'm confused now. I think I've been here before, is what it's saying. Wasn't expecting that price. Fair enough. Yeah, it's only slightly over what you said you were expecting that kind of thing to be. So, at least it's not too bad. Like, it would suck if it was something quite high.
I can feel it.
Hmm. I don't think there's anything useful down there. I think there's just that enemy. I don't see any loot. I don't think it's important to go over now.
Hey, that's a treasure chest.
That's why I don't want to buy a new PC at the moment. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, that amount of money on a PC is pretty ridiculous.
Show me your true form.
You've got the advantage. Don't rush this.
Just stay there. Let's go.
I'm going to stick to buying a PS5 for now. Yeah, I want to get it just for Persona 6. Like, I really don't see much point in me getting the PS5 for anything else.
I'll reveal your true
Just because I don't really play any PlayStation exclusives. Like, I don't play... whatchamacallit? I don't play,
Gunfire is our best shot. Let's mop them up.
Alright. So I'm trying to think and play at the same time. I don't really play any of the exclusives. Like, I can't really think of any of the exclusives even.
Vulnerable to physical strikes. Let's go.
Alright, physical. Oh,
I ain't afraid.
Skull's all shaken up. He might just run for it.
I'm stupid.
Where are you going?
Yeah, I know, I need to play God of War, and yeah, I've completed Spider-Man. I guess PS5, the only thing I'd really be interested in is Spider-Man, the sequel. Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Gunfire is our best shot. Amazing, Panther. Give it up.
Alright, I've already got one. Okay.
You got through their defenses. Keep going, Panther.
This one might flee. Yeah, I can't. Thank you. God of War is a masterpiece. Yeah, I've heard it's really good. Like, I might play it one day. Especially if it comes to PS5, I'll probably play it.
Okay.
Joker, a treasure chest.
I spotted a strong one.
Nope, I got stuck.
Show me your true form.
It will be, hopefully. I hope so. One thing to know, the Spider-Man they announced isn't a sequel. Yeah, no, I heard. I think it's, from what I heard, it's a remaster. But I also heard, like, I heard people say it's a remaster with an expansion for PS5, or it's a standalone game. Like, I kept getting conflicting information. So I'm not even sure what it actually is. If it's a full standalone game, or if it's an expansion and the original Spider-Man remastered.
A stylish victory. There's a strong one. I can tell.
Show me your true form.
I don't think it's a remaster, full standalone. Fair enough, I like Miles, so I'm more than willing to play it.
Have a bad feeling about that one.
Go.
Not right. Right in the weak spot. Just like fireworks. So pretty. And so much. Fun. Pass the baton and switch it back.
Like, I really loved Spider-Man, like the new PS4 one. Like, that game, oh my god, it nearly made me cry. Have I seen Into the Spider-Verse? Yes, it is the best superhero movie ever made. No other superhero, like, media compares. It is the best Spider-Man film. It is the best superhero film. Okay, I need to figure out the path I need to take now. Oh, literally just down this way. Like, even Endgame isn't as good as Into the Spider-Verse. Alright, we made it. The treasure's in here, yeah? Just passing this building. We're definitely getting closer. I do find it somewhat odd that we still have yet to see anything to do with the mental shutdowns. When his palace is on the site of the corporation HQ, remember? If he never told any employees about it, we may never find any hints towards his involvement. Worst comes to worst, we're just gonna have to get that info out in the shadow himself.
Indeed.
Anyway, let's hurry inside. I believe the factory comes next.
Somewhere.
I don't want to fight you. Go away. Fucking masterpiece. The art style is amazing as well. Don't tell my boy Tobey Maguire that. I know, right?
I have something.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire was really good as Spider-Man. He was better as Peter Parker than Spider-Man, but he was a damn good Spider-Man.
I didn't know.
I think Tom Holland really nails it. The only problem with the MCU is the MCU. It's like they got connected everything together, and so they have their own version of Spider-Man, which is a little poorly written, I'd say. Like, I really love the Homecoming film and all that lot. but they are a bit poorly written. Like, the second film was essentially, it's not the first film, but it's got the same lesson as the first film. Yeah, MCU is overrated.
Do you think it's related to that Escape to Utopia thing?
Like, MCU, they've got some really good shit,
The guys in here moving kind of.
and then they've got some really bad shit. And then even the good shit is like, it's got some bad shit in there. Like, I really, really enjoyed Far From Home.
Unfortunately,
But
this is the exact opposite of how you would
had its
imagine a
problems.
utopia to be.
These conveyor belts and the positioning of the workers. This is almost identical to the company's bun factory. I can't believe this.
At the very least, this is how Okumura views his workers. My apologies for saying so, Noir, but this is truly atrocious.
Well, it'll all be under control if we can trigger that change of heart in him, yeah? Let's go.
Black Panther is amazing. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it. The only person I know that watched it, I asked him, like, have you seen Black Panther? And he went, yeah, I'm black. Like, what do you think? And he liked it. So I should probably sit down and watch it. That was not their weakness. Dude, it is so good. I'll have to give it a go. The only criticism I've really heard about it is the final fight scene, and they only had a couple of weeks to work on it. And that's the only, like, complaint I've really heard. I think not a couple of weeks. I think they had like 2 months. Something ridiculously small.
They didn't stand a chance.
Like 2 months sounds like quite a bit of time, but for something like that, it's not a lot of time. That's sent. The treasure must be right beyond that door. Is this going to be another one of those whatever things? No, there's no authentication here. This is kind of anticlimactic, huh?
Sure, why not?
Well, the easier the better, right? I'm really bad at reading today. Right.
Wait.
Whoa, we almost got crushed. That freaking hunk of metal broke way too goddamn easy. Well, there's no point in complaining at this point. We'll be forced to search for another route. You're right. Let's find something that'll get us past here. Do you think we'll be able to make use of those fragile arms somehow? You mean like this one? Pardon me. This is the control panel for the robotic arm. It seems we can set it to either 3, 5 to 10 times normal speed.
But
10 times.
Indeed.
It appears to have broken. It was like dead instantly. I know it was 10 times normal speed, but still, that's weak.
yes.
It just proves how truly overworked these machines are. It seems any increase in the workload would have led to its collapse.
Hey.
Well, wait, don't you think we might be able to walk on that broken arm? We should check it out. Yeah, it's very dodgy. Still amazing, could have been better.
I have something.
Yeah, like I was saying in that scene, like the main problem was time. They didn't have the time that they needed to do it, so they had to make a climax fight scene on a very tight time frame. And when you do that, you make a shit fight scene, you know? Because there's no... It's going to be very hard to do a full CGI fight, you know, in that way. You know, it's not going to be easy whatsoever. Like, you literally set yourself up for failure by making them do it on that small time frame. Nice.
Skull's got this.
I'm trying to think. the last MCU movie I watched was
That's all it takes for me.
Far From Home. Like, I haven't checked out Captain Marvel because I haven't heard good things. I've not heard good things about Captain Marvel. And I'm not into a whole, like, being super overpowered thing, because she is, like, massively overpowered. To the point where I don't want to watch her, because, you know, it's boring. Her thing is she can just pop in and just win the fight for everyone. She's not really got any weakness.
Show me your true form.
Captain Marvel was just shit, or was that just me? I don't know. I know all my friends hate it. They say that, that because she's so, like, unkillable, and because she can't lose, that takes some of the fun out, because the film keeps saying, oh no, look, she might die, but of course she'll never die, because she isn't gonna die, because she's fucking, she's invincible. She does not die, so... like, there's just no point in watching it at that point. Because there's no tension. Oh, yeah, it's not blocked. Yeah. That's my own fault. Ow.
Ravage them.
It was not that. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna die. Oh, this is bad. The writing is so shit. Alright. So have you seen Captain Marvel then?
No more waiting.
Alright, sweet. Let's do it.
Here we go. Let's rock, Fist of the Phantom Star.
Ow,
sorry. All right. Blast off. That was great.
Okay, let's move on.
I've seen all of the MCU films. Yeah, I've not. Oh, there's too many. I'm not even that into the MCU. Like, I didn't watch Endgame until like a year after it came out. Like, I just couldn't be bothered to watch it. Yeah, and that's the thing for me, is I prefer Marvel, but none of the Marvel films, like, well, not none of them, but a lot of them don't do anything for me. Like, I only care about Spider-Man because I like Spider-Man. He's the only one that I really care about. So, like, I prefer it if Spider-Man wasn't part of the MCU, because I'd rather see a Spider-Man film, like a proper Spider-Man film. And there's its weakness. Except for the Flash film. I literally only just heard about that, like, maybe half an hour ago. You almost had that, yeah. Now, I would love to have, like, a proper Spider-Man, like, on his own again. I would have loved it if they had Tom Holland do it now, but, you know, like bring back in Sam Raimi, but rather than do a PG film or you know, a U film, do a 15, do a 12 or a 15.
It's clearly inferior. Wind with wind is
Wind? Alright, perfect.
knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker. Nice. Sometimes you just want to explode. And he's gone. Do it again, Skull.
We have no choice.
Yeah, join me.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what superhero movie would I love.
Yeah,
can't really think of any, no, like, cause you know what I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind something like Kick-Ass, but like, but something a bit more mature. No, you know what I want? I want Kick-Ass, but in the style of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Like, if you were to mix Scott Pilgrim versus the World with Kick-Ass, I would love it. I would love the fuck out of that. I loved Kick-Ass. Yeah, I did as well. It's just now when I rewatch it, I'm like, the comedy is a bit too juvenile for me. I still watch comedy with that kind of humor, but it doesn't appeal to me as much as it did back then. So for me, it's I like even some of the humor in Scott Pilgrim is very juvenile, but it's got a lot of clever stuff in there as well. So like, I'd kind of want Kick-Ass, but with a bit more depth. Why can't I pronounce that? Just Kick-Ass with a bit more chunk behind it. How do I get to now?
I have something.
Let's go back, because I probably missed something. Yeah, Kick-Ass is great. Like the fight scene with the Omen by the Prodigy. That's a fucking great scene. Like a brilliant use of that song as well. Was I meant to go this way? No, because they dropped the thing down. And the oh, I see. Okay, I know. I see it now. The control switch is in front of me over here. I am blind. Yeah, it's a great fight. And like, what's her name? Chloe Mintz something like that. Chloe Mintz something. She was great in that, and I haven't really seen her in much. Like, I saw it in Carrie, but I wasn't a fan of it. I just thought it was a very, very tame and bland remake.
There's a chest.
Show me your true form.
She's smoking hot now. Fair enough.
Now's our chance. It isn't a major threat. It's clearly inferior. Wins and right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Do it.
Not done yet. Zoro. Good. Keep the pressure up, Mona.
I remember like
It looks sad. Be nice and just give some basic, vague answers. Kinda shady.
I forgot what I was gonna say. No.
Okay.
I love her. Fair enough.
We're done here.
I was trying to think what I was gonna say. I remember Kick-Ass 2, how Jim Carrey pulled out in that film, like, after it came out, because he didn't like how violent it was. Like, Kick-Ass 2 was like, I was kind of 50-50 on it. Like, I liked how violent it was, but I thought, like, some of the jokes were far too childish.
My, this is, yes.
Like, some of the jokes were just fucking, so fucking infantile. Isn't that even a word? Infantile? I feel like I've heard that word before, but I don't think that's a real word. You know, very infant level grade humor. It was alright, nowhere near as good as the first one, yeah.
It's somewhere.
It just didn't do as much for me.
Oh man.
Kind of like Daredevil. Like, Daredevil 2 is a really funny film, but the comedy kind of drags when, like, it's the same joke near enough, like, every, like, time they make a joke. Like, every joke in that, in Deadpool 2 is like, is, hey, look how wacky Deadpool is. Look at the other actor pulling a confused face. That was the joke nearly every single time. Even if we did go over to that press, we'd just get messed up by those damn lasers. We've got to do something about them before we get to the press. It'd probably be a hassle, but I have a feeling it's our only option. We need to turn off the infrared lasers and deactivate the hydraulic press. Let's try and find those controls for some. Now, don't get me wrong. The director's cut of Deadpool is really fucking funny. When I watched it, I was laughing my fucking tits off. I was in pain from laughing. It's a really funny film, but the comedy is so fucking repetitive. It doesn't stop me from laughing and enjoying it, but it's very repetitive. You know what, I'm gonna take you in. Yeah, I think it's all one word. Also, I don't have my headphones on, so I won't be able to hear it. 42. Oh, you're level 42. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. I don't know if it's a bit quiet. For some reason, they were really quiet. And I turned them up, and it's still really quiet. And in a few days, I bet they're going to be very loud.
I'll reveal your true form.
Surprise attack successful. Now just don't lose. Her skills are ineffective.
Oh, fire.
Persona!
Just use that.
Woo! Nice attack!
Persona! Bam! Just die already!
You see? Did you see that scared one? Psychokinesis would be perfect now. Don't move now. Let's get serious.
I hate what gamble odds set up. It's 30%. I could put it higher just to make it more fun for people. I've been meaning to do several things and I just haven't got around to doing them because I always forget. Once I finish streaming, I don't think about my stream. I think about, okay, I need to go edit this footage. Okay, I need to look for the clips. I don't think, okay, I need to remember to do this, do that, and add this and add that. I just forget. Because my memory is fucking shite. Yeah, both of those. Okay, break is like 5 seconds. Lunch is like 10 seconds. And then unpaid overtime just continues the workflow. $30. Alright. More time than I thought. Make it 70% like gig. I could do. I didn't realize gigs was so high. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to press that. Oh, I can.
Wait.
I should have known.
Do this first. Nope, nothing to grab. Okay. Disable security. There's no point in voicing those lines because, like, what am I really gonna say? Other than, hey, look, guys, we managed to deactivate the things. There's too much dialogue sometimes for like little moments like that. I think I can get through there now. I'll read that in just a second.
Somewhere.
Did I just go back to where I started? No, okay, I went the right way. Okay. I want to get to a save room, then I'm gonna go back in there and see if I can find the bit that I missed. Okay. If I was a professional YouTuber, I'd make you my full-time editor and pay you lots, but I'm not. I'd appreciate if you did. So if you ever do become a YouTuber, or if you ever want to do a compilation video of your streams, let me know and I'll do it for you. But I appreciate the sentiment, regardless.
Focus.
Okay. But I didn't get to that bit over there. I seen there's a locked chest now. I mean, it's just a locked chest. But then again, it could be something good. No, leave me alone.
I have something.
Alright, the button's way over there. You know what? Fuck it. There's probably nothing too important in that chest. I'll let you know. I need to fix my audio. For some reason, my first stream was fine, but the second one sounds so shit. When you next go live, I'll have a look with you and I'll see if I can help out at all. Changing arm speed. Increase the arm speed. Sure, yeah. If I'm gonna try and stay awake all day to try and fix my sleeping pattern. So if you stream today, I'll try and be there. Can go through some settings with you. Yeah, we could do Sea of Thieves.
Her skills are ineffective. Knocked him right on their feet. Nice, Joker.
Go ahead.
All right, here, on to the next. Get ready. Dance, Sonic. Panther knocked one down. Looking good.
Only thing is, I might be on here for a while.
All out attack.
Because this dungeon is probably going to be about another hour.
How's that?
Won't be today. Alright, no problem. I'm going to finish Last of Us 2. I'm close. Great game, mostly some complaints, but anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I just...
Didn't even
For
break
me
a sweat.
personally, I've seen the spoilers. I know what the story is, and I have no interest in playing just because... Not because I'm like, oh, you know, this and this happened. No, I don't want to play it. It's... This and this happened. Now I'm not interested because this isn't the story I wanted. I wanted a continuation of a certain relationship from the first game, which we're not going to get in the second game. Like, we get a little bit of a continuation, but it's not the continuation that I wanted. So just because of that, I'm like, I have no interest now. Like, the characters I cared about, no. That I'm not going to play it. Just because the story that I want isn't in the game, and so because I'm not getting the story that I wanted, I don't really want to play it. I'd give it an 8.5. Fair enough. I've seen some of the gameplay. It looks good. I'd like to try just the gameplay, but I do not care for the story whatsoever. There's an elevator over there. Do you think, that is how it appears to be on the map as well? However, with this infrared sensor as it is, we cannot proceed. Looks like we can keep going if we can stop that. Wait a moment. Don't you think those robots over there acting a little strange? But a wonderful for the company and our wonderful president Okumura. Okumura? What? I do this with joy. I do this with joy. It's so respect him even though he's probably see his co-workers collapse from him getting overworked. It's mind control. They've purposely been driven in a state of over-adaptation. Over what?
Yes.
When a person is continually faced with oppression, they come to welcome its presence. Such psychological trickery is being used here. I experienced it firsthand for many years. Fox.
This is horrible.
So these robots exist because Father is aware that he's exploiting his employees. Yes, we should be careful now. I doubt we'll be able to communicate with these ones. We'll probably go straight through into battle when we approach them. I suggest you prepare beforehand. Yeah. My tongue feels burnt, but I haven't burnt my tongue. It's weird. No.
Focus.
So that's our goal now.
Yes.
Right. But without stopping the press, I don't think we'll be able to get over there. 50 minutes. Okay, that's when I need to learn it out. So a spoiler got put in chat for a certain game, so I'm going to be covering that spoiler up if I remember to. So so if you're watching this in the future and you just so happen to want to play The Last of Us 2, you don't get spoiled. Why's my face itchy?
Be careful.
It's time. Go down.
Knocked him right off their feet.
Persona! There.
Knocked him right off their feet.
Persona.
Nice, Joker.
Ravage them.
Knocked him right off their feet.
Do it.
Nice, Joker. This look easy.
Okay. I can feel it.
That was easy.
I should really check what items I'm picking up. I just spam the expo and I don't look. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, we're gonna have this problem again.
I can feel it.
Shadow spotted. It's powerful.
Shit, I don't know which way to go. I got lost.
Not good.
This is bad.
Strong enemies, and they've got you surrounded. Ow! Here we go. Sleepy. Go, go! Panther's asleep. Strong and immune to physical strike.
It's time.
Brute force won't work.
Ravage them.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
You're mine.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Persona.
You know what? I think he's weak to Almighty Magic.
Unicorn.
Ah, I had to remember at the worst time, didn't I? Oh, something that does almighty damage.
This one.
Is Blessed Almighty? Yes.
Nice, Joker. They're done for.
Persona.
That did nothing.
Eat this. Tough.
You all right? That's a big help. Cut four. My other cell. Finish it. One enemy remaining. Just a little more. This one.
Oh.
It's time.
Great if I had some SP. This isn't gonna work.
Defeated. All right, Joker.
It worked.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
All right.
I need to use some SP items.
Whoa, a new move.
I never use that. I'm not sure how you really use it. I need to look up a guide, but...
Good job. Let's keep going. Achoo. Oh.
Whoa. All right.
That's bad.
On the ground. Are you okay?
Not giving him a snuff salt.
This'll hurt.
That was awesome, Mona. You're okay. Well, if it has no weaknesses, why not try brainwashing it?
Wait. Oh, I see, because one of them put, got a firewall up. Okay.
One enemy remaining. We all did great, huh? Okay, let's move on. I've awakened to a new power.
Okay.
Not like I'll sweat in my hands again.
We're done. Come on.
Only happens with the PS4 controller.
Show me your true form.
Like with the Xbox controller, I never get sweaty hands. With the PS4 controller, I get sweaty hands, and it's annoying. Alright, that's what's over there. Alright, I need to just activate that thing and jump across. Oh, god damn it. Come on. So fidgety sometimes. Okay.
Isn't that...
I need to use an SPIM before I start, just in case. I think I should be okay with these guys. I think their weakness is fire.
The opponent is strong.
Come.
Don't do anything reckless.
There.
Knocked him right off their feet.
Right, it was nice.
Persona. Okay. You're mine.
Nice one, Joker. You hit its weakness. All out attack.
Persona.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. All out attack.
Persona.
Very difficult gameplay right now.
You're looking cool. All out attack.
So that fight would be a lot harder if I didn't have that ability. That's why it's good to have a persona with an all attack. Otherwise that would have been an expensive round. Very expensive round.
Heck? That was
Well, I mean, they're overworked.
I wasn't expecting that to be voice acted, so I apologize for skipping through it.
the heck? That was easy as hell.
Brainwashed and forced to go up against an impossible enemy. I hope nobody ever treats me like that after I turn back into a human.
Come on, let's keep going. Don't look so down, Noir.
Okay. What in the... Fuel addition has increased output. Incineration output has reached roughly 270%. And the employees are being dumped into that incinerator. No. They're turning all the worn down robots into fuel. That means the power source running this factory is people's lives. No, are you? Okay? I'm not. Huh? I'm not gonna forgive my father for this. I can't believe this is how he sees his workers. Let us go, everyone. We will change his heart no matter what.
Yes!
Right, we're on the way. My arse is getting increasingly numb.
Seems.
It's somewhere.
This is a safe room, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh shit. Just this bit.
This is called the airlock area.
Yep.
Wait, does that mean we have to go out into space?
Putting it lightly, I believe such an action would lead to our extermination.
Well, apparently you'll be okay for like 30 seconds if you keep your eyes and mouth shut. Which is weird, because honestly, I would have thought we'd just explode out there.
Don't scare us, damn it!
Oh god, I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be painful.
Hey.
So much I'm practically crying.
Let's
Like,
do it.
man, this is gonna be rough. I keep doing that.
Do you need something?
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
Alarm time! Prepare for this is an alarm fusion. I see. This is certainly a powerful. That's a pretty strong one. Choose which skills to inherit. Choose which skills to inherit.
Now,
If it was
well,
brainwash, I
well.
would have gone for brainwash. God, I'm getting sleepy. But I can't go to sleep. I have to stay up. I have to fight through it. Well, that wasn't ideal.
You're stopping. You wish to view the. Take a look. You wish to take it then. Calm down. There is one of my favorite. Choose wisely. Do you re-choose which skills to inherit?
That doesn't matter.
This should be both of you to work.
Let's see what I get. Hopefully something good. Hopefully. 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 Yeah.
Well now, a most unexpected turn of events.
All we got was Best Girl from Monster Mazumi? Mazumi? I haven't seen that show in like 6 years?
We're here. Now what do we do?
5 years? 4 years? When did that show come out? That show is so old. I'm gonna start a new recording. Hey, no problems this time. Sweat. And there's a block door. Okay. This one. Ah, this is gonna be a pain in the ass.
For real?
Oh, that was basic. It may seem easy now, but it's going to get very, very, very annoying as we go along.
I can feel it.
I like on the music muffles as well. Nice little touch. I will say the sound design in this game is fantastic. I just wish I could listen to it in high quality headphones.
Indeed.
It appears as though we need to move, about in the same manner as before. I think we'd end up flying through space. The awe I felt flying through the bank feels like a distant memory at this point. On the flying bank, not flying through the bank. It'd be weird if you were flying through the bank.
Huh?
Wait a second. Some airlocks are working, but others aren't. I hope we can just reach our goals with the one that we are on. We need to get past now. Guess we can't just sit around. Let's keep going. Okay, and this should be a fairly simple one. It's the next one I'm concerned about. There's like 40 steps for the second one. See what happens if we press this.
Is this...
Okay, so now we can continue through, and we can also go this way.
I have something. Show me your true form.
It's weak to nuclear moves. Let's end this quickly. To the front!
It's tough.
I'll use my persona! One enemy defeated! Go get him, Queen! Move now!
Alright, sweet.
You've got a new mask, Joker!
Okay.
Joker!
I can feel it.
What will that do? Nothing helpful for us. Okay, so we're back here. I can't go through in there now. I should really take my time and actually look.
Immune to nuclear, huh?
There. Ravage them.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice
What I
Joker.
gotta do is I gotta stop trying to be fast. I just gotta play the game. Because the more I speed it, the more mistakes I'm gonna make, and the slower the game's gonna go.
Okay. No match for me.
Oh, bollocks.
Just 3 shadows.
What a
First
nose.
might do it. We can manage an instant kill here.
Sona, you're mine.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice
Persona!
Joker.
Go down.
Knocked him right off their feet.
Persona!
Nice Joker.
There.
Knocked him right off their feet.
Let's go.
Nice Joker. Mission complete. Kinda.
All right. Easy win. They were nothing.
Oh, and the well seed. Sweet. Okay. That shadow looks really strong. We better make sure that we're ready to fight it. I'm hoping that I don't die if I do, then that's gonna be annoying because I got to do a lot. Alright. I don't remember what the weakness these kind of things have.
Go down.
Ooh, Joker.
Instant. Okay. So we know it's win. I didn't do a lot of damage though, that's the only issue. I might have to rely on ailments rather than anything else.
Let's go.
This ought to help. Whoop 'em, Persona! Ha!
Zora, show your might. Not bad, Mona. Time for some bloodshed.
Yeah, so you have to go for ailments and for weaknesses. You have to alternate between them.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. Beat him up. I'll use my persona.
What would you be best doing? Probably trying out one more time. See if we can further the shock. Maybe you can't land that on it because it's a boss. Who knows? I don't.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. All out attack.
Nice.
I leveled up.
Nicely done. Put it to good use. Now I'm even more charming.
That would be useful to have.
That's our second will seat so far. We're on a roll.
And now we can focus on just completing it. Okay.
I have something.
Alright, sweet, I can get into this little room here. That's what I wanted.
Indeed.
Okay.
I can feel it.
I really thought that would be it. Apparently not. I can't go that way. Yeah, but I can go that way. Then if I hit the switch here, hopefully this works. Yes, there we go. There. Looks like we did. Looks like this is the end. We did it. And that was simple. Simple-ish. Simple compared to what we're about to come against. What do we have to do this time? It looks the same as before, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it is the same as before, but way more complicated.
I can feel it.
There's a save room here, right? Thank you, developers. Thank you.
Oh,
I'll just add this. Okay.
This is gonna be a fun one without a guide. I can tell you that much.
huh? What?
Once we pass through here in this airlock, the treasure will be right in front of us. Sweet, but that one ain't working. I guess we have to find another switch, huh? There could be a way, will be the other way. Okay. We're only going this way. Don't go that way.
Shadow spotted.
Might not actually need to use that button yet, that's the thing. I don't want to press it just because it's there.
Skills will work. Right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Let's go. There.
Ooh, good stuff. Sometimes you just want Persona. Johanna. One enemy defeated. Go get him, Queen. Use my Persona.
I just beat him.
One psychokinetic moves should help here. It won't be a problem.
Probably should have used electric.
Indeed.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
Okay. Show me your true form.
Now's our chance. The opponent's weak.
Persona!
So try something else.
Go down.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Do it.
I'll try. Use my Persona. Mona! Queen floored 2 opponents! She's amazing! All out attack! Done and done!
Okay. Focus.
That was an easy battle.
On the path we came from has been closed off. This airlock seems to change. Let's proceed with caution.
Show me your true form.
Treasure gunfire is our best shot. Let's knock them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Let's go. Go down.
Knock them right off their feet.
Come.
Nice, Joker.
Ravage them.
Knock them right off their feet. Don't move nice, now. Joker.
Fucking window there, you dumb. Can't fucking get to the birds from there. There's a reason why I don't like letting cats out, and it's because they fucking kill birds like crazy. It's like the one thing I don't like about cat owners is just letting the cats roam around. Like the amount of wildlife that cats kill.
I couldn't finish it.
Not bad.
Not bad, Mona.
I get that you need to let your cats out, but just hit the cat for a walk. Put a leash on them. You can at least try it, see if they take to it. Rather than letting them run around all free and dandy to get into fights and all kinds of shit. Yeah, I don't really need to replace anything else.
Alright.
For that one.
That was so easy, I'm yawning.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, and then you go through here, you go to the right, and then that opens up the other green one.
Focus.
Don't know if it's worth pressing those yet. And I can't get through there yet. Can't get through there yet. We'll go this way.
I'll reveal your true form.
I remember the first time I did this, I got stuck here for a good hour. And then the next 2 times I did it in my second and third playthrough, I used a guide. And even with the guide, I sometimes got confused.
Let's go.
But I was always forced to use a guide for this bit because I could never do it on my own. Always had to get the guide out.
Let's go.
Nice, Joker. They're done for.
Okay. It's somewhere.
Huh? Done already? How disappointing.
I kind of feel bad for speedrunners who have to do this bit because it must be an absolute pain.
Show me your true form.
Nope. Fire's not gonna work. It's weak to nuclear moves.
Persona.
Let's end this quickly. Knock them right off their feet.
Persona.
Nice, Persona! Johanna! That's one down! Go, Queen, go!
Fire's not gonna work. Aggravating for such a weak enemy.
Time to use it! That's one down! Go, Queen, go! All out attack!
Bright enough to turn the light off? Kind of. Not fully.
Okay.
It's 6 a.m. Oh, I think I can complete it. Oh. Really? Oh no, no. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to go through this and it's going to deactivate my way out. We'll see. I know. Did they make it easier?
Yeah!
They must have made it easy because I barely used any switches. I guess they made it easier. Unless I just remembered subconsciously. I'm really confused. But yeah, I got stuck for a long ass time on my first playthrough.
Did you notice?
Hey, these are parts we saw in the factory. And this is when they're being used. But what are they? It's hard to tell just by looking.
Come on, man.
Dude, let's leave the factory talk for later. We gotta focus on the treasure right now. It's rare to hear Skull say something sensible.
I can see it.
Huh?
Yeah, we are right at the end of the palace.
I'll just add this.
Which is concerning because I think I only got 2 of the will seeds. Did. So I missed one.
It's somewhere.
Treasure chest spotted. Oh!
So we're gonna have to go back and look for the other will seed.
Yes, we found it! This is it!
But we haven't found any information about the mental collapses. That bothers me.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Maybe he's hiding it. We got this far. Wouldn't it be better to just squeeze the truth out of the guy?
After we change this out.
That plan is fine by me. Let's send out the calling card and take his treasure then. You can decide when we do so.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
It's somewhere.
So all I've got to do now? Yeah. All I've got to do now is find that last wall seed. Go to the safe room, look up a guide, and we will grab it.
Let's take a break, shall we?
I have an idea of where I missed it, but Persona 5 Royal Oka. Okay. I need the green one. To the right. Okay. So to the right of the export line.
Movement complete.
Okay, to the right of the safe rooms in this way. Walk up the ramp until you reach a grappling point. A grappling point.
Focus.
Must be one of those bits.
I can feel it.
Oh, I can't use it. I might have to fight.
There's 3 shadows. This one's weak to psychokinesis.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm out of shit.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Sona. Morpheus Picaro. You're mine.
Persona.
Persona.
Damn it.
See, that was their weak point. Keep up the pressure, Mona.
Saw that.
Nice, Joker. Just at the last second.
Oh, no.
Joker took one out. Don't move. Go, Queen, go. Let's wipe them out. All out attack. They felt that one.
All right. It's
They
somewhere.
didn't stand a chance. Bored now.
There's a
Go
grappling
find
hook
a
over there, but I
strong
can't
enemy.
grab it. Can't grab that either. Leave me alone. I should have just pressed X.
What, did they sneak up on you? Persona! Prepare yourself! Awesome! You're just a One enemy gone! Do it again, Skull!
All right. Time for some pain.
Okay, to the right of the export line, walk up the ramp until you reach a grappling point, and then climb up a set of pipes and follow them to a vent.
All right.
Well, that's that.
Okay, when I
Now
look
let's hurry
at
on.
the mini-map, it looks like they're on the left side. Looks like they're over there to the left.
I have something.
Just from the screenshot they provided. There we go. It's here. Come on. There we go. Is this all it was? I just had to go here? Okay. I shouldn't have missed that, but I did.
That's a treasure chest. It's fun time.
I guess I was rushing through the area because I'm so used to Persona 5 that I just went, ah, bollocks. And of course, it didn't say anything about me having to deactivate an alarm, so I wasn't ready for it. Where would I turn off this alarm?
Somewhere.
Then
Because it doesn't show like how you get around that. It just says that's where you go. So I don't know how to actually deactivate that. Let's have a look. Oh, and that's sneaky. Okay. Of course I didn't notice it.
I have something.
this little thing here. If I'd used the sensor thing here, I would have noticed it. You know, my third sense. And then I would have noticed it. Okay.
I can see it.
Alright, and there we go.
The third will seed. It's ours now. Sorry, Father.
I can see it. All right.
And there we go. And that is the end of Okumura's Palace. I would like to thank you very much for watching this video and for watching the series thus far. This is like episode 90 something? Episode 100 and something? What was the last video I rendered? 96. Okay, this is definitely going to be like episode 110. Something like that. So thank you for sitting through 110 different videos if you have. Sorry, it's such a long series. It's such a long game. But thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.